As singers and songwriters, sometimes we ask ourselves, how do I find the right voice type or vocal expression to use in a song that I'm writing? Something that matches my own unique vocal. Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you a very unique method that I came up with to finding your vocal style and deciding on how to express yourself vocally in your own songs using a site called TRACKLIB. Let's get into the video. One thing I always teach artists who are looking for their vocal style is to start with mimicking an artist or a song. Whatever you vibe with. And once you establish that, you start to implement your own style, infusing a bit of who you are with who inspired you. It can be hard sometimes trying to come up with a way to express yourself vocally, so what I do sometimes is I sample. Sampling is the art of taking a portion of someone else's creation and using that to inspire something original of your own. So today, I'm going to be showing you how singers can use that art to inspire a voice type or a way of expression. Now, just to give you a little bit of insight, TRACKLIB is a digital record store that has a sample clearing service. It's full of songs, old and new, from all different kinds of genres and artists, where producers and songwriters can go to use samples to create their own music. You simply have to create an account, subscribe to a monthly plan, dig through their vast selection of songs that you can use to sample and inspire your own creation. And once you find those few songs that really kind of spark something within you, you just download them and you start to create. And here's what makes TRACKLIB super dope. Once you are ready to release that song, if you use that sample in that song, you only have to pay a one-time licensing fee. Now, I know a lot of you may be thinking to yourself, oh, sample clearing, that's gotta be super expensive, right? Not with TRACKLIB, because the cool thing is 90% of the songs that TRACKLIB has to offer you only cost $50 to license. So why exactly is this useful for singers and songwriters and producers? Let's go jump into my computer and show you how I use it to inspire my vocals. So, what's up, guys? I have here a guest with me for the first time.
Hi, my name's Eva. I'm a music producer, songwriter, singer, and I've been making music for like 6 years, and I live in LA.
You found me off of YouTube.
Yeah, I got my heart broken and I got cheated on, and I just, like most of you guys, I just went on YouTube and just, no joke, literally said I was cheated on, and I found your video, and I saw your video, and I was so moved to it, like that song and everything, so I hit you up on Instagram.
So I thought it'd be cool to have another perspective on how to develop different vocal expressions going through these different samples from this site we're going to talk about, TRACKLIB. We're going to actually go to bro. I hate when that guy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to TRACKLIB actually on my computer, check out some samples and see how these different things can inspire types of vocals for songwriting. Yeah. Good. All right, let's go. So this is TRACKLIB. Once you make your account, it's gonna, take you to this main menu. It starts off with this little inspiration section. Pretty much what it is, it has different flavors of samples to choose from, and then you can go from most popular, newly added. You can sort ones that have multi-track. So these are ones that have the actual stems you can put into your stuff. But I just want to show the process that I go through when I select a sample. So we can come to genres, for instance. I'm feeling R&B soul.
Good choice.
I would agree. And then there's a bunch of different things you can do to filter here. So there's track types, song keys, the BPM, the year that it was released, which I like this feature because I like sampling older stuff.
Nice.
This part right here, the license category. So you guys know what I talked about earlier is basically once you select your sample and you release your song, if you use that sample, there's different categories and these are going to be different prices. 90% of TRACKLIB's sample selection is category C, which is the cheapest one, is $50. So what I like to do is sort by the cheapest one. And then basically everything here is going to be $50 to actually use in your song. Whereas if I were to go through a label or like try to clear a sample myself, it would cost me thousands of dollars. Gotcha. This is what's really cool about TRACKLIB. So let's say like you found something that you liked the sound of. So if I played this right here, this is My Mama Told Me. Yo, wait, I gotta favorite this because that's pretty dope. I might use that later. Click the favorite here and it adds it to my library over here of favorite tracks. So once you add it to your favorites, it's gonna come here in this whole list, which you can click favorites over here, and then these are every single track or loop that you have saved. Now the way to save loops is you can either do it in the previous section where I was at, or like if you already have a saved track, so the one I just played, I can click this button right here that says try the loop player, and then you click it and it'll generate, because it knows the BPM and everything, it'll chop it up into sections. So this is on 2. So then you can favorite the loop and that'll add it to your whole favorite section. So you can favorite an entire song, but then if you have an idea of the section you want to sample, you can favorite that section so that you don't lose like, oh, I have to scan the song again to find out where I want to sample. So yeah, that's how that feature works, and that's gonna be what I kind of use to inspire my vocals today, because that's what we're here for. So I have all these ideas, loops that I saved, and I kind of wanted to play some to see if we could come up with a vocal inspiration on the spot for some of these.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, this one, I'm gonna just play you this one right here. This was one that I really like. Instantly, I thought of like a softer singer like Frank Ocean. Is it Janae Aiko? I never know how to Aiko, but it's like a softer, like melodic, slow dance kind of thing. And it reminded me of his song American Wedding. I brought it into my machine, I made the beat, and I have like this whole vibe going with these like same strumming of kind of like an Indian guitar, I think. I actually slowed it down to get that same vibe of American Wedding.
I took a walk with the palm trees as the daylight fell.
Reminded me of like I'm walking down like a lonely road out back somewhere. I don't know. Exactly. His vocals they're very nostalgic sounding and soft. Just like he doesn't do too much. He keeps it very minimal. And I talk about this in one of my videos. A way of expression is like a minimalistic, soft, like simple approach. And so I came up with.
My woman left me. I don't know why. She ripped my heart in two, left me to die. She wanted to live free without me by her side, pledging her allegiance to that independent life. I was a good man. Tell me what I did to deserve this. I was a good man. Tell me if there's a chance to curve this. Out a glass of the tonic, add some gin, and let's keep this honest. Those nights were the funnest of my life, but I see you running. Now I'm hooked on phonics when she said, let's keep this platonic.
It's just a super clean vocal. I can go to another one that I have saved in here. So like this Satan's Wish, which is really like, it's like really grungy rock, hard rock sounding. Totally different vibe. This is not super rock. Like when I hear this, okay, what do you hear vocally when you hear something like this?
Yeah, I feel like Bishop Briggs, Cage of the Elephant, Cage for the Elephant, Cage of the Elephant. That's kind of just what I hear, like just the way that the guitar is also like amped up to like that particular pedal, and that's the kind of vibe that I get.
Yeah.
For me.
For you.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, because when I heard this, I'm thinking like really like Miguel, like gritty, Wild Heart. That whole album.
Yeah.
And it's very rock-ish, you know.
That's more R&B. Like I'm hearing more like just like Janis Joplin kind of vibe.
So little do you know, and the reason why she's here is I actually made a beat off of this particular sample.
Basically, when I got the sample from Lxgend, I instantly, like I said, thought of these artists like Cage the Elephant, Bishop Briggs. I wanted it to kind of cut through with all the amplification that's happening with the guitar, so to speak. The vibe that I wanted actually also influenced kind of my songwriting as well. Like I'm not going to be singing opera over this track.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So like, or super soft, like a Billie Eilish kind of vibe.
You got to come with it.
Right. So I got exactly. I gotta bring it. You know, when I think about like a rock and roll songs, it's usually like, you know, You Cheating Bastard or about alcohol. Which I mean, honestly, like that's kind of what I'm going through. So it kind of works.
Right.
So I kind of just like jot down these notes or like these lyrics down. But this is kind of the idea of what I had.
Been barely 5 days and already got a new one in my bed tonight, and I know this can't be healthy, but the bottle in my hand helps subside all the pain that you let me, all of your cheating, worst is all your lies. Well, I hope you're sleeping well with your tongue split in two, 'cause you lost the best thing that ever happened to you. You're a dime a dozen. You're a dime a dozen. You're a dime a dozen. You're a dime a dozen.
Like, yeah. I think it's the way also like some of the melodies sounds very like rockish.
Like typically this is not something that I personally write for my own stuff, but regardless, like the guitar riffs and everything kind of inspired me. Like also the way that I would want to be able to process the vocals, like putting something that's more of a harsher compression or you know, a little bit more saturation to the actual vocal too would help too, to sort of let it cut through and sort of blend with the rest of the instrumentation, mostly just the way the guitars are played too. So,
and I like what you brought up when you were talking about basically like the post processing, so the hard compression and things like that. I think exactly, it doesn't always have to be just how you sing, it can also be how you process the vocals.
Right.
Because I have with the same track, I was going for that Miguel kind of Wild Heart vibe. So what I did was I recorded my own little version. I mean, like, it's just like reference vocals. I don't really have lyrics. I'm just that kind of thing. But again, this is all about inspiration for a vocal type or expression. I sang kind of like with that whole gritty R&B alternative vibe, but like the way that I processed the vocals, I put like a guitar filter or amp on top of the vocals to give it more distortion.
Yeah.
And maybe you can hear what I'm talking about here if I play it.
I can show you right now.
I know I'm cutting in here, but also I wanted to talk about it's like that vibrato that I'm using is very messy. I just wanted it to sound like not so polished, just kind of.
It's not like a bubblegum pop track where everything is like melodine flat.
Exactly. It's supposed to sound imperfect and like the whole vibe to me. When you think of Miguel, you think very sexual and like yeah, come here, I'm ready to like grab your booty kind of stuff. But that basically was the vibe I was going for, or that I got. So like,
Don't you know I say they wanna go? You wanna say they wanna go? And what you say, you ain't Saturday. I know what's up. You ain't funny, no man, you know what's up. I don't have a problem, baby, no. Let's go! Baby girl, I'm a grown man. I didn't come here to hold hands. Thick booty and some tight pants. Good God, that's in the devil's plan. Seduce me like a siren. I'm too wild, I'm a madman. My sex drive in the wrong hands. Good Lord, that's in the devil's plan.
good Lord. It's like just
Sorry,
so.
my last minute.
Well, I had like a recent live on my YouTube where I kind of went into like this whole aspect of my personality that I don't really share with people. So I wrote this song, and it just felt like those guitars, the way that the whole song is, like the drums is just going, everything's going wild. So like I feel like a wild boy. I gotta sing in a wild way. I gotta sing in a very uncontrolled, and even the lyrics, like thick booty and some tight pants. Like, you know, I don't normally talk like that unless I'm feeling a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? We use the sample to inspire not only the lyrics down to the way that we process the vocals. The way we sing it is just very
Like you've been wronged in your life.
exactly.
You wear ripped jeans.
I'm literally wearing ripped jeans.
I know
right?
you're wearing. That's why I said it. They can't see it though.
Whatever you choose to pick, whatever vibes with you the most, because what I teach is like I just hope people feel whatever they try to make. You have to feel it.
So the best way I like to think of it is like the instrumental is kind of like an outfit, right? And like you kind of have to like some outfits you look at and you're like, man, I don't have the swag for that.
Oh yeah.
But like sometimes you see a piece like a hat, like you look at that hat and you're like, dude, I could rock that hat. But you wouldn't wear that hat with like track pants. Like I'm wearing track pants. Like you wouldn't wear it with track pants
Right.
unless it was an intentional choice.
Yeah, if I were to find anything on this site, if you're searching for something on the site, just keep in mind like what you're capable of doing vocally. Some people aren't capable of singing super powerfully. Some people have those softer voices and they have to pick like, you know, softer.
Like you haven't eaten for 5 days and you're just like you're super frail.
And the song's literally called Asleep too.
Wait, no way.
So thank you, Nina, very much for helping me out with the video. Guys,
Thank you.
her channel will be linked below. All her information in the description. Also, I'll put something like right here that you can type in your search bar. But so this was how to find your vocal inspiration using samples from TRACKLIB. I hope the information was helpful in some kind of way. And don't forget to use my link in the description below to get 30 days for free with TRACKLIB plus 15 free song downloads that you can use to inspire your vocals. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below in the comment section. I answer everything. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you found it helpful. Also like it if you didn't, because that would still help my channel. Please hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, set them to all so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And as always, stay legendary.